Good evening and welcome to B.LEAGUE action here this coming weekend as we've got the Kawasaki Brave Thunders facing the SHIGA Lakes. We'd like to welcome you here to the Todoroki Arena, the venue of this Friday night's B.LEAGUE affair. Kawasaki trying to stay in step with the leaders. They're in the middle of the pack, while the SHIGA Lakes actually just broke an 18-game losing streak the last time out. So they feel that they've gotten themselves right back on track. Obviously, out of the playoff picture. But from their point of view, they'd like to be able to finish this conference strong. They'd like to be able to show everybody that, yes, they got off to a poor start, and they'd like to be able to look forward to bigger things. There you can see Kawasaki at 21-15. They're on top of their conference, but you can see SHIGA on the other side at 5-31. A lot of ground that they need to be able to make up here. But Kawasaki needs this victory. They want to stay one up over Yokohama. Still, the best record in the league is the Chiba Jets with their 32-4 card, followed, of course, by Alvark Tokyo with a record of 30-6. Well, for the SHIGA Lakes, obviously, they just want to be able to show that, yes, they're playing for pride. But pride to them is still very important. As we take a look at the lineup here of the SHIGA Lakes, they're going to be counting on, once again, Kelvin Martin. That's number 1. Their starting point guard, Kai Taves. Of course, Kiefer Ravena from the Philippines, number 15, is always in the mix. Daquan Jones is their new import. So you can see just how committed they are to still winning. They brought in Daquan Jones, who has done quite well. And in fact, he was able to help them snap that losing skid. Here is Kai Taves, and there is numbers. Just about 30 minutes on the floor. So he's playing major minutes for his squad, averaging 12.6 points. But more than anything else, there was actually one part in the season, in the first 5 games, he was averaging double digits in points and also double digits in assists. David Doblas is their other world import. So it's going to be Doblas, Martin, and Jones together with Kai Taves and their man from the Philippines, Kiefer Ravena. That's their big boy, Koya Kawamata, standing 6'8", 24 years old. They say he's the future of the center position for Japanese basketball, and why not? You can see his height, and he's got a lot of skill. He can hit from the outside, though he primarily likes to operate on the inside. Let's check the last 5 games of the SHIGA Lakes. As we mentioned, they were in an 18-game losing streak before they actually won 89-84 over the San Antonio Phoenix. That was last Sunday. The previous day, actually, they fell 87-79 to that very same squad. And here we have the players for the SHIGA Lakes. And these are the starters. They will have number 1, Kelvin Martin. Number 7, that is Kai Taves. They also have number 9, that is Yusei Sugiura. Number 13, David Doblas, their man in the middle from Spain. And finally, number 14, he has been in and out of the starting lineup. That's Tepe Kashiwagura. These are the numbers of these two squads as they stack up. Well, you expect those numbers because Kawasaki, with a much better showing so far here this season. Kawasaki always in the mix for a title, always making it to the playoffs. Now we've got the fanfare as we introduce the hometown Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Focus there on your screens is Yuma Fuji, their starting point guard. He did well to entertain the crowd during the All-Star break, together with the star of that show. That was Ryusei Shinuyama, who's number 7, who always comes off the bench, but he's a big fan favorite, longtime member of the Japanese national squad. As we have the numbers of the king, Nick Fazekas. Now we got the starters. The starting 5 for the Brave Thunders. And there you got a starting 5 here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunder, starting out with number 0, Yuma Fuji. The king, number 22, Nick Fazekas. Number 23, Matt Janning. Number 27, that is Mr. Kumagai, is like the way they want to call him. But of course, to his friends, he's Naoya. And last but not the least, they have the dunker, Jordan Heath, their man in the middle. As we have the 3 referees handling proceedings, we got referee Kubo, referee Ogata, and referee Hosoda. It's been an up and down last 5 games here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. They won against Ryukyu. That was January 22 by 4, 76-72. They won once again on the following weekend over Levanga Hokkaido, January 28, winning 98-79. But they fell the very next day to that same squad, Levanga, 102-95. They won last weekend, last Saturday, over the Shinshu Brave Warriors by 2, 79-77. But they fell by 1 the very next day, 75-74. They'd like to be able to get back onto the winning track as we have the starters once again. It's Fuji, Fazekas, Janning, Kumagai, and Heath. For the visiting Shiga Lakes, we've got Martin, Taves, Sugiura, Doblas, and Kashiwagura. Interesting to see Matt Janning there on the starting lineup. Usually comes off the bench. But obviously because of the win of the Shiga Lakes last week, it seems like their coaching staff, led by Coach Kenji Sato, doesn't want to take any chances. They're sending in their best 3-point shooter in right away to spread the floor. That's meaning more operating room here inside for Jordan Heath, together with the king, Nick Fazekas. Doblas taps it to Matt Janning, and first possession will belong to Yuma Fuji and the home squad. They go out to the king, extra pass, Heath for 3. Too much of an arc. Yuma Fuji's gonna get to that first though. The king launches and hits. Trying to set the tone here is Nick. Nick just keeps on going. He's 37 years old, playing like a spry chicken. Doblas trying to get that offensive rebound, does. Chance once again for the boys in white. Martin doesn't want to attack the king. He'll give it up, surprisingly. Shot clock is at 1. Bailout shot. Another offensive rebound here by David Doblas. Doblas doing what he really does best, which is get extra possessions. The pass goes to the wrong individual. Ooh, that turns out to be a good foul there from Tepe. That saved 2 points. That's why coaches will stress, don't jump until you know exactly what you want to do. He went up in the air and he was caught. They're going to say that should have been an advantage foul, so to speak. But not an unsportsmanlike foul, so no chance to review this one. Just a possession here for the boys in red. Fuji. It's going to be called for the charge here. He was trying to carve out space. Tepe was caught there from behind. Interesting call. Quickly, a minute gone here in the first. 3-0 for Kawasaki. Janning really picking up high. Kai gets inside that free throw line and kicks it out. David Doblas inside. That's going to be too easy for him. He likes to seal early. 3-2 is our tally. First 2 points for the Shiga Lakes. They leave Matt Janning wide open. Big mistake. And it's now 6-2. How can you leave the team's best shooter that wide open? It's beyond me. Offensive foul is going to be called there. Yuma Fuji got one back for his squad. Doblas was still moving there. Fuji stops, pops, overshoots. Kumagai at the right place at the right time. He's much taller there than Kai Taves. Just plucked it out of the air, put it down. It's now 8-2. Kai to the wing. Martin will misfire. Doblas was asking for a foul. Look at him work. He just works so hard. How can you not love him? Inside, Kelvin Martin, power move, gets blocked there by Kumagai. Still pretty good defense transition here by the boys in white. No easy baskets. Kumagai is gonna launch. A little bit too strong. Taves tracks it down. And here they come once again, still trailing by 6. Does slow things down. They whip a pass to the wrong individual. 2-on-1 break. Kumagai will finish with a slam. People forget Kumagai is 6'5". Quick timeout going to be called by Shiga here. Coach David Gomez doesn't like what he sees. There you had a nice look a while ago at David Gomez, their new coach. He was able to get his squad a victory in his first weekend coaching the Shiga Lakes. So personally, his record is 1-1. Three's not going to work. Martin can't put it through. Blowing the cripple there. That's going to hurt. The king to the wing. Janning. Nice flyby. Janning's going to come up short though. Daquan Jones has been sent in here by Coach Gomez. He's usually money from there. Two players getting tied up, and that might be the second personal foul on Yuma Fuji. Coach Gomez wondering who it's on. Ooh, hard to tell there. And they're going to say it's Martin with his first foul. He got the inside track there, but nonetheless, that's the call as we made. 6-point lead still enjoyed by the Brave Thunders. 10-4. 4 minutes has elapsed here in the opening period. Heath for three. Looping shot not going to work. Grabbing that rebound is Martin. Pushes it over. Jones inside. Yes, Jones giving them instant offense here. He scored 2 quick baskets for 4 points. That's going to cut the lead down to 4. The king. Looks like he's toying with Martin. Kumagay. With the height advantage there. Falls away. Will miss though. Trying to push it forward. Jones sets up Sugiura. Sugiura will miss fire. So many offensive rebounds already here for the boys in white. Most of them from David Doblas, who's now on the bench. Tepe. His play has dipped in the last 10 games here as Kiefer Avena gets ready to check in. Kiefer there, issuing out additional instructions there from Coach David. Ryusei Shinuyama gonna check in for the first time. You know what he brings to the table. Not to mention the fact that here comes Michael Young Jr. as well. He's a gunner from the outside. Nice look at Coach Kenji Sato. Trying to go to work quickly. Young hasn't broken into a sweat yet, so he's got to settle down. Kai. Back to Jones. Jones series of moves from 18 feet will come up short. The king, another rebound. Kumagay trying to push it forward. He's having a big scoring day. The king. There was a slight nudge, looking for a foul, none given. Young tracks it down. Kumagay says, we got a brand new 14 to work with. Shinuyama finds the king. The king with a floater. Too easy. Lead is back up to 6. The Lakes already in the penalty here for the final 4.5. Ravenna. Ravenna, series of moves. That's a nice setup, but he should have taken that shot. Talking about Martin. He was set up so well by Ravenna. Gotta be aware of the clock. He had some space to launch. Better to launch than get a turnover when you had no chance of making a basket. Checking in for the first time. One of the best shooters this squad has, Yosuke Carino. That's him on your screens, number 32. Right now, that's Jones. Big boy Koya Kawamata is in. Kawamata's got to take care of Jordan Heath. And off that switch, Heath gets an easy layup. Lead is back up to 8 at 14-6. Moving well without the basketball. Kawamata gets it inside. Not wanting to challenge. There's the king. Heath, look for space. When he gets that low inside, you can count it. Back up to an 8-point lead. Kai, a little bit too strong. One and done here. That's going to work once again for Fazekas. And the lead is now at its biggest at 19-8. Quick beat to the basket. Jones gets away from the other side, making that look oh so easy. Young tries to answer back quickly. And they'll burn some clock. Look at that ball movement. Finding Ryosei up there at the top of the key. Knocks down that three-pointer. And this is the biggest lead at 12. Under 2 minutes to be played here. Ravenna to the wing. Jones. Yes. They're hanging around. Just down by 8. Check that, down by 9. But you've got to have some defense there. As Young just got all the way to the cup and laid it in. Falls in Young's hands. They go outside, the king, challenge there, but nonetheless he's going to make that shot. He's got 11 points right now. And it's a 13-point advantage. Coach David has nothing he can do but call another timeout. (27-13) is our tally. 14-point advantage enjoyed by Kawasaki. Needing to score. Jones inside. Nice handoff. David Doblas a little bit too strong. Twice they've missed from point-blank range. And that just might come back to haunt them. Difference of about 4 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock here. Shinuyama looking for space. Still with him. He's going to slide. They try to send it forward, but Kawamata. And he's going to be called for the personal foul there. Number one, it's an ill-advised play. You can't give the ball on the break that far away from the basket. As you see here, Shiniyama with a slip. And then you give your center, who stands 6'8", a bounce pass on the break. That's a no-no. Coach David calling out instructions, reminding his squad that they have no more fouls to give. Shiniyama, quick attack. Shiniyama gets away. Put that one high up the glass, a little bit too high. It missed everything. But still, despite that, a solid showing here by the home squad as they take quarter number one, 27-13. Back to the action here in the second quarter. 14-point deficit facing the Shiga Lakes. Kiefer puts up his first attempt and hits a basket. Kiefer Avena 1 for 1 from the field here. They're going to need his outside sniping. That's going to quickly cut the lead down to 11. Keith to the wing. Oh, foul's going to be called there on David Doblas. He can't believe it. It'll be nice to see that again. There didn't seem to be that much on it. Well, he swiped at the ball. Looked like he did get a little bit of arm. Coaches once again will stress, play defense with your feet and not with your hands. Ryusei to the wing. Trying to get their shooter going, and they do. Doblas with the rebound. Here comes Kiefer. Kiefer still. Kind of a sneaky play there, and Kiefer was telling David, go to the basket, go to the basket. Nomi's going to check in now. That's here, number 21. Number 33, Takumi Hesigawa is also in. They set up a three, and it's an assist for Kiefer. And a nice basket from the outside there from Naoto Moriyama. That's going to cut the lead down to 8. And after those quick back-to-back threes, Coach Kenji says, let's talk things over. Back to the action here. Some high pressure being shown here in the backcourt. Hasegawa left open for 3. How can you leave all these shooters that wide open? You got to have scrambling defense moving from side to side, back and forth. And just like that, it's an 11-point lead once again. Kiefer getting that pick from Doblas. Will bring it inside. Tries to set up his shooter. Carino for 3. Can't answer. Nomi. To the wing. Hasegawa. To Young. Young lets it fly. Yes! Michael Young Jr. knocking down that 3. And the lead is back up to 14. Jones tries to answer. Rims out. Now a chance for Yuto Nomi and his squad to have their biggest taste of the lead. Are they going to call the foul? Or are they going to say it's an 8-second violation? It's going to be one personal foul here. Hasegawa. Check in right now is Kai Taves. He was the starter today here, as usual, for Coach David Gomez. Open 3. Not going to work. That hits the backboard. Nomi is well capable of hitting that shot, just not that time. You see the 24-year-old point guard playing for the Japanese national squad. He also played Division I basketball. Talking about Kai Taves. Kiefer steps back, puts up a 3. Short that time. Heath to the board. And they're pushing it forward. Trying to go all the way in. How they'll set things up. Hasegawa is not going to challenge. That was Matador defense that time. Yuto Nomi just waltzed in. And it's now a 16-point advantage at 35-19. Doblas has been sealing. They're just not finding him. There's the seal. They hand it down. Doblas forces it up and gets it to drop. They've got to get that recognition that their center has got good position inside. Nice work there from Moriyama. That was Hoshino there with a tap. Not giving up on anything. Nice setup there by Hoshino. But David Doblas really had to work for that basket. Still a 14-point lead enjoyed here by the hosts. Open three once again. Just too many open threes. And that time it's Maeta knocking it down. This is now the biggest lead at 38-21. Young stops in his tracks, but will give it up. Hasegawa back to Young. Young trying to make his move. Almost traveled, but he's going to get fouled there. Foul will go on Daichi Nomoto. Nomoto was a starter last year. As he picks up his first personal foul, it's going to be the third team foul. Nomoto has not seen as much playing time here this season as in previous years. It's quite surprising. He's a solid individual. Sugiura back in action. That's him there. He's a swingman, plays tough D. He can also hit that open three. He stands 6'5". Nice hands. We talked about Nomoto. That might just earn him more playing time. Really one of the better defenders that we have seen here in the league. Maeta was trying to get out of the way, but made contact with him, and possession will go to the visitors. 6 minutes and change remaining here in the second quarter. Jones has not really had an effective night. He can usually easily score in the 20s. Kai, it's a little nudge. Kai will launch and come up short. Again, one and done here for the boys in white. Raven has been lifted. Young. Nomi. Nomi try to go baseline. We have yet to see the return of the king here. And a foul is going to be called. That is going to put Shiga in the penalty. With a lot of time remaining. Still 5 minutes and 33. We were looking for the king. Here comes the king. That's going to be the third personal foul on Martin. They're going to have to rest him. And Jones quickly back onto the court. He was just trying to warm his seat and suddenly he's back in action. The king leading all scorers with 11. Tries to go to work and scores once again. Just kissing that one off the glass. Off 1 foot. That's what you can do when you're 6'11". Just shoot over everybody else. Jones swings a pass. Nomoto. Nobody really looking for their shot. Jones challenges. He'll get it there in the putback. 4:59 still to be played here before the halftime break. This is an official timeout. It's 40 for Kawasaki, 23 for Shiga. Under 5 minutes to be played here. Let's see if Kawasaki tries to take advantage of this foul trouble plaguing the squad of Shiga. 3 on the way, just short. Tracked down there by big boy Kawamata. Kai looking for space up against Matt Janning. Janning back in action. He was a starter today. Hit 1-3. Trying to spread the floor once again for his squad. Kai. To the wing. Sugiura. Open 3 for Kai. Short. Kawamata will track that one down. Extra possession. But they gotta make it count. No fouls yet called here on the hometown squad. Nothing going there for the Shiga Lakes. They already trail by 17. Could be more. Janning. Janning. Here's Young. Young will misfire. Could have easily passed it off, but he's going to get the steal and put it through. They want to give it up to the youngster. Keisuke Masuda was wide open inside, but nonetheless, they'll get the points. And the lead's going to be back up to 19. Another offensive possession. They've been getting so many offensive rebounds, but they're not making it count. Jones, that's a long 2. And there's a foul they're going to say, so he's looking to complete a 3-point play here. I'm sure he would have wanted the 4-point play, but at this stage, he'll take anything he can get. Ooh. Kind of a tough call there. Kai will take a seat. Tepe Kashiwagura back in action. Tepe has really lost his mojo. He was really one of those point guards that you could really rely on. That was in last season. Once again, the King loves to do this. Lead is going to go back to 18. The King will just take it out of bounds and hurl it on the other end. That's why you've always got to be on your toes defensively. Jones once again. Jones still tries to get it to Kawamata. Tracked down still by Jones. That's going to be a first personal foul. That's actually a very good foul there by the big boy. Jones there with a smile. So in for the very first time is Yuya Kamata. Fuji back in. That's a nice pass to the youngster. They want a challenge though. Still a lot of time on their shot clock. Janning. He might be called for the charge here. Flailing his arms. Caught Jones right there, smack on the cheek. Watch it here. Ooh. That's an offensive foul. You can't just flail your arms up that high. Janning with the apology. 2.5 still to be played. A lot of basketball still in the offing here. You got the entire second half to enjoy. But right now, it's a commanding lead by Kawasaki. Kiefer back in action. Kiefer looking for space. To the wing. Tepe gives it out. Jones, couple of moves. And he'll misfire. The King will bring it down himself. And then he says, why do we need to rush? Well, that's going to be a travel there. Little bobble. I thought the King could have actually just tried to tap that to a teammate. That would have still been good. Now chance of defense by the fans here at the Kawasaki Todoroki Arena. In English, that's the Roar Arena. Jones, a sidestepping move, goes to the left hand. A little bit too strong. Here's the king. Almost traveled there once again. Fuji will bring it out. Will he try to take advantage of this mismatch? Kawamata can't get there. Kawamata's got to be right in Fuji's face, or else that's what's going to happen. 47-26 now is our tally. That's a nice score. But you can't trade baskets. They need to get stops. That's a good stop there from Kawamata. Good recovery. Yuya Kamata thought he had an easy 2 points. Tepe will find Jones. Jones inside. Nice scooping layup. And a timeout will be called here by Kawasaki. 16 points already here for Jones. Suddenly, he has erupted here in the second. Final minute here. Just about. Janning on the outside. Trying to ask him to create. He'll give it up to the king. Foul there from Kiefer. Not a good foul. That's 2 free throws here for Yuma Fuji. Kiefer staying a little bit too close. There was a real shove there from Kiefer. And he got surprised. Yuma Fuji went down like a sack of bricks. Fuji's gonna knock that first one down. Lead is back up to 18. Smart play there from Yuma. Making sure that the referee saw that shove. Easily makes both. Back up to a 19-point advantage. Kiefer up against a double team. Releases that pass. Quick three. Yes! That's going to work. Nice basket there from Moriyama. And the lead's down to 16. They're putting a lot of pressure in the backcourt. But Janning is going to break that press. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 13. Not quite sure why they're rushing things. Janning using the flyby will come up short. Jones, they still have time. Ravenna turns around, puts up a prayer. That's not going to work. 2 quarters done here at the Todoroki Arena. And in a comfortable seat are the Brave Thunders, leading 49-33. Let's check out the highlights here of the first 2 quarters of play. Nick had 11 points to start things off for his squad on a good note. Matt Janning knocks down that 3. They hit so well from 3. Kumagai had 5 points as well, including a slam dunk. He played good defense there. Coming up with a block was Kumagai, doing it on both ends. Daquan Jones. This guy can score from just about anywhere. So can the King. Kawamata will score inside. The King once again, part of his 11 points. And then Daquan Jones once again, up and under move. Look at that ball movement. Finding out Shinoyama there on the top of the key. Jones, he can really light it up. David Doblas finds Kiefer. Kiefer finds the bottom of the net. Young to the wing. Extra pass. Hasegawa left open. Both these squads have shot the 3 so well. Looking at the 3-point distance shooting. Well, Kawasaki shooting at 52%, 9 out of 17. That's a high clip. The Lakes, 4 out of 14. Young will put it back. And then Jones. That's a long 2. He got fouled there. He would make the free throw and complete that 3-point play. There it is. And then the King. With a long heave, finds Matt Janning. Matt Janning would finish with 5 points in the first 2 quarters. And then Yuma Fuji launches once again. They hit 9 threes in all. And you're going to see that here. That is a big reason why they're on top. Collectively, Brave Thunder shooting 54% as compared to the 37% of Shiga. So they got outshot from 2 and 3. Free throws, not a story whatsoever. 2 out of 2 for Kawasaki, 1 out of 1 for the Lakes. Both teams taking very good care of the basketball. 6 turnovers for the Brave Thunders and 7 for the Lakes. Not too much of a difference. The points in the paint. And you have, when you look at that 29-18, the Shiga Lakes, their bench scoring a whole lot more. But their starters are getting outshone by the Brave Thunders. More numbers, rebounding-wise, 20-18 in favor of Kawasaki. And assists, +2, 12 as compared to 10, also in favor of Kawasaki. There's Janning. Scorching clip from the outside. Extra pass. Hasegawa will hit that one. As we have the leading scorers for both these squads starting out with Kawasaki. 13 points there for the King. Michael Young has 7 and 5 there for Yuma Fuji. 5 also for Matt Janning. On the other side, Daquan Jones will lead it with his 16, leading actually all scorers. Ravenna would have 5. 4 points there for David Doblas. And then you have 3 apiece for Hoshino and Moriyama. Rebounding story. The King with 5 boards. 4 for Young and 2 for Fuji. On the other side, Jones and Martin with 4 apiece and 3 for David Doblas. In the assist department, Kiefer Ravenna leading all, the Phenom. He's got 5 dimes. 3 assists each for the King and for Jordan Heath for the hometown squad. 2 for Hasegawa, 2 for Martin, And 1 for Kai Taves. Only 1 for Kai. We talked about the fact during the pregame that he actually was leading the league as far as dimes are concerned in double digits after the first 5-6 games of this season. But that number has tapered down, especially since he's come away from an injury. The King with a floater. Trying to tap that to himself, and here comes Kiefer. Kiefer still finds Doblas. Doblas on the outside. Doblas didn't want to take that shot. Kai finds Doblas. Doblas with a slam. Yuma Fuji will bring it up. Nice movement without the basketball, Matt Janning. Oh, David Doblas, real gentleman there. Making sure Janning was okay. 2 free throws here for Matt. Easily makes the first. Janny now with 6 points. Kai up against Yuma. Familiar matchup we've seen here all throughout. Nice swing, the pass behind Martin. He was able to control. Remember, he is playing with 3 personal fouls. Steps back, makes that 3. The King realized the situation a little bit too late. Couldn't react. Kumagay back in action. Didn't really see that much playing time. Nice basket from the outside there from Yuma Fuji. He's a real steadying factor. Kiefer will get away to the wing. Kumagay with another steal. Janning. The King. Nice lob inside. That's too easy. Off that switch. It's got to be Doblas guarding him, but good recognition there from the King. Jordan Heath, when he turned around, he just saw Kai Taves. Easy layup. Watch it here. Off that switch. Kai with the foul. Actually, Kai was giving up that foul, saying it should have been on the floor. Heath did the right thing. He just went straight up. Lead is at 19 once again. Kiefer will get it back. Trying to create. Finds Martin. Martin with a little shove. Forces the issue. That wasn't the loudest of whistles. Nonetheless, it's a foul. He got sandwiched there by Heath and Janning. Janning will pick up his second. Coach Gomez shouting out instructions. Ooh, that should be 2 points. Are they going to give him 2 points? Yes, they will. That's what can happen. If you try to tap that out, that was a free throw, just going for 1. Yuma Fuji, another 3, short that time. 2 players trying to save that basketball. Doblas together with Heath. And the fans love the effort. Doblas just trying to get out of the way. 47, 57 to 40. Check that. Are they gonna have a coach's challenge here? Sure looking like it. How are they going to review this one? Seems like that made contact with David Doblas.
先ほど滋賀のナンバーワンケルビン・マーティン選手フリースローを打ちました。その2本目シュートを成功したんですが、その折に川崎ナンバー35ジョーダン・ヒース選手が触れました。それに対してまずシュートが認められて、そのシュートについてはキャプテンのナンバー
I'm trying to explain exactly what is transpiring here.
2ポイントということになって点数が
One thing's for sure, it's a 17-point lead here for Kawasaki. And now the possession will go. Trying to get away with a quick two. The king inside once again. He's gonna miss. Sorry misses from Fazekas. Janning can't hit. The king inside. Back out to Janning. Janning inside. Heath will be fouled. Duty foul there from Sugiura. Second personal foul, third team foul. So just one more, they're going to be in the penalty once again. That has been a recurring theme for the Shiga Lakes. They're getting into early foul trouble. It's been all throughout the season. Lob pass goes straight to Martin. Martin still trying to find space. Kiefer, extra pass to the wing. Sugiura for three. That rattles out. That's applauded by the bench. They looked for the shooter. They found him. Just not knocking it down. Janning inside. That might be a three-point play. And that will put the boys in white in the penalty. Well, Janning gathered already, but they might say the foul was still on the floor. 6:56. Wow. And they're going to call a foul. Here comes free throws. Doblas not realizing the situation. And here comes Daquan Jones. To the rescue, he's hoping. Nice smile and conversation there. The two Davids. David Doblas and David Gomez. The king suddenly can't find the bottom of the hoop. Missing that first free throw. Makes the adjustment in the second. Still an imposing 18-point lead here, enjoyed by Kawasaki. Nothing doing. Trying to run once again. The king looks inside. Jordan Heath. The king for three. Yes! It's back up to a 21-point lead here at 61-40. They're really holding the rallies of Shiga at bay. Daquan. Short. That's a nice tap there from Kumagai. Heads up play. Janning on the run. Going to the wing. Yuma Fuji. Kumagai. Look at that movement. Defense really having to work double time here. Then they go to the king. The king up against Ravenna. Will overshoot, but There for the easy putback, but he was fouled. Then there's going to be called for a foul there. It should have been on Jones. Well, there's the foul. Kiefer trying to get out of the way, but he did try to actually take a swipe at that basket. That basketball. Under 6 minutes to be played here in the third. A very comfortable advantage enjoyed here by Kawasaki. And they're looking for more. With Jordan Heath on the line. Not to mention the fact that Shiga is in the early foul trouble. Heath makes the first. They might just look to cruise to victory here in the fourth. Daquan Jones really harassed Martin. Back to Jones. Jones can't find any space against a triple team. There was a clear foul. Well, somebody hit him in the face, that's for sure. Yuma Fuji saying no. Jordan Heath is saying no. But it looked like he got clipped in the face. Watch it here. Well, it is Fuji. This might be a better angle. Really hard to tell. That just shows you how difficult it is to be a referee. We saw it on the replay twice and we still don't have credible evidence, so to speak. Once again, the king throws it forward. Yuma Fuji scores! And the lead is now at 24 at 65-41. Ravenna trying to slow down that pace. Nothing seems to be working here for the Lakes. Kai steps on the sideline. Things are going from bad to worse here for the Lakes. Well, the shooting percentage has not improved. It's now at 39%, talking about the Lakes. And looking at this particular third period, they've only scored 7 points. While the King will score a basket and one opportunity there. Jones, not liking the call, will walk over to the other end. Let's see if he's got a point. Well, there was a little bit of contact. Remember, he's the king. He lords it over here in Japan. As we got this timeout called by the Lakes. 5:03 to be played here in the third. The king on the line to complete a 3-point play. And he can't. But that tip is going to fall to Yuma Fuji. Everything working out here for the boys in red. Janning for 3. Overshoots. Kumagai gets to it first. Just much quicker to the ball. The king puts up a floater. That's not going to work. Koya Kawamata says enough is enough. Still a good lead here at 67-41. The Lakes need to score. They've only got 7 points. Make that 8 points. Check that here in the quarter. 3. Yes! Badly needed basket here. Can Tepe Kashiwagura start to heat up? Everybody forgot again about Kumagai. Except for the king. Another assist there for Nick. Back up to a 25-point lead. Jones launches, will miss. Nice rebound by Heath. And they're going to walk it up. They want to settle the issue if they possibly can here in the third. Fuji goes back to the king. Look at that size discrepancy there. It falls right back into the hands of the king. And then he's going to get that one to drop eventually. Well, the Shiga Lakes have gotten the stops. But things really just not working their way. Look at this. He gets his own miss. And you can see Michael Young Jr. on the bench smiling, saying that was so fortunate. He finally gets a free throw to drop. It's now 72-44. Now a 28-point edge. This is the biggest lead of the ball game. And a whole lot of basketball still to be played. And they're still pressing up high. Kawamata. Carino for 3? No. That's going to stay on this end. Boy, the Lakes have gotten so many open shots. It's just not dropping. It's been that kind of a night. Settling there for long twos is Jones as he gets fouled. Nice smile there for Daquan. He's got 16 points. He has yet to score here in the third. First personal foul on Jordan Heath. And Heath saying, hey, I didn't touch him. Look up at the big screen. Nonetheless, the referee said we've called the foul. Decent numbers for Jones with 17 markers, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Jordan Heath filling up the stat sheet as well. He's got 9 points, 6 boards, and 4 dimes. Two free throws dropping there for Jones. But they need to get stops. They can't trade baskets. Janning for 3. Short. Tepe finds Jones once again. Jones tries to be a one-man wrecking crew. He'll score. He's got 19 points. Here's Janning. Not trying to rush things. Everybody forgot about Yuma Fuji. A while ago, they forgot about Kumagai. Now, they forgot about Fuji. And if you continue to give up layups, you're in for another loss. Nice tip. Well, the defense is really forcing the action, forcing the turnovers. Heath will take his seat. Here comes Young. Let's see what Hoshino and company can do here. Well, Hoshino's going to hit the bench. Nice smile there from Kiefer. Dave's back in action. They say 24-second shot clock. Fuji to the king. One of the few mistakes here by the king and by the Brave Thunders here in the second half. Jones will bring it out. Carino trying to look for space. They get it to Carino. Carino will launch. Yes. That's what he can do. He's a lights out shooter. Only second basket. Kumagai hands it off to the wrong individual. Jones. Nice pass on the outside, Nomoto. Back to Kai. Kai's going to be fouled. It's actually a good foul. But that foul will put Kawasaki in the penalty, so that's going to be the last foul they can give up. Ryusei Shineyama will check back in. They don't really need his services here. But he's here to delight the fans once again. Hasegawa checking in as well. Jones with 6 on their shot clock. Taves will launch. That was halfway down. Nothing seems to be working here for the boys in white. And it looks like we're going to head into the fourth with them a huge deficit to make up. If at all. Young. Young's going to take this one. Well, nothing that Koya Kawamata could do but foul. 2 free throws here for Michael. He knew it. And they continue to add to their tally. Talking about Kawasaki. 2 free throws there for Young. Trying to find Carino. Saying he's being held. Referees are saying, are you looking at the scoreboard? Koya, yes. He's got 4 points. The 24-year-old can ball. But at the same time, right now, his squad is just down big. Shineyama trying to use clock. The king from downtown will come up short. That's going to hit the outside, and one of the cameramen getting taken out there. The king says, I felt it. It's been a very good shooting day for Fazekas. He's got 22 points to go with 7 boards and 7 assists. Heath is going to come right back in. They want the king fresh for the fourth, just in case they're going to need him. But they might not. Final attempt here at the basket in the third for the boys in white. Carino with the handoff. Kai inside, finds his big man. Kawamata's going to get fouled. Shineyama says, I thought I got the block. 3.2 remaining. Watch his play evolve. Kai was really watched and followed all the way to the baseline by Jordan Heath. Kawamata's going to make that second. Time for a quick shot here. They're going to go for a long heave. Hasegawa. That's denied. Still a dominating performance once again here in the third period, as Kawasaki outscores Shiga 27-22. And as we head into the fourth, they're up 76-55. Welcome to the fourth period. The first 2 minutes will tell the tale. The Shiga Lakes can somehow whittle this down to about 15, 14 points. We just might have a ball game. As it stands, it's a 21-point advantage. That's a nice block. That's a good start. Can they finish, though? Nice foul there for Shiniyama. He knew exactly what he needed to do. And little sidestepping move. He actually lost control already on the way up. That's Maeda. Carino. Watch him look for space. They can't find him. Kai will settle for a jumper. Yes! That's gonna cut it down to 19. Can they get a stop though? Shiniyama taking his time. Young with a jumper. That rattles out. Kai tracks it down. Carino looking for space. You like the fact that he's not forcing the issue. Kai to Martin. Martin has really not had too much playing time because he's been saddled with foul trouble. Taves from the outside. Yes! And the lead is down to 16. Here we go. What did we mention? If they can bring it down to 14, we've got a ball game. Hasegawa. That's a travel. That's clear. We talked about Martin. Martin only has 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's only been on the floor for 13 minutes. This is the import that sees a lot of minutes because he does a lot of things for his squad, but you can't do much if you've got 3 personals. Martin will give it up. Gets it right back. Little up and under move. Kawamata! He hit that floor really hard. 2 free throws for the big man. And you love the effort. Going strong to the basket. We're going to have a time onto the floor. Well, he's a young boy. He recovers quickly. We'll step away. 8:03 remaining here in this contest. So during that break, they figured out it was just a regular foul here for Michael Young Jr., which is the right call. There was no malice there. Actually, it was really Kawamata who just fell awkwardly. He's going to make that first free throw, cutting that lead down to 15. You can see David Gomez trying to sell the referee on something. Referee nodding. Let's see if it actually works. And that lead is down to 14. At the 2-minute mark. My crystal ball working well today. Trying to go inside. Kawamata gets in between. Trying to finish strong. No! Martin's there for the putback. And the lead is down to 12. Talk about knocking on the door. They might have to send the king back on the floor together with Yuma
Number 21, Yuto Nomi.
Oh, Yuto Nomi is going to check in. Not Fuji. They find Nomi. Not looking for their main man, Shiniyama. That's a poor pass. Kai trying to get this down to 10. That's an even poorer pass there by Taves. Shiniyama. We'll find Young. Young's going to be fouled. Not a good foul there from Kai. That's a double black eye for his squad, really. The defense was set. Don't quite know why he was trying to issue out that cross-court pass, and he knew it. That was all him. There was nothing there. Carino wasn't open. First team foul here in Shiga. Kawasaki's got 2 already. Nomi will cup out. Young. So many ill-advised passes from both these squads here in the 4th. And a timeout now will be called by Coach Kenji Sato. He's starting to feel the pressure. Now chance of defense. Has not been a very good quarter for Kawasaki. They have yet to score. On the other side, 9 points already scored here by the away squad. Martin is going to hit that 3. That means they've scored 12 points here in the 4th and nothing yet for the Brave Thunders. And the lead is down to 9. And here's the King trying to rescue his squad once again. It has been the same refrain. And that time that's another ill-advised pass. It's been one mistake after the other. Wow. Already 14 turnovers for Kawasaki. Nice look inside, Kawamata. Didn't want to challenge Heath. Heath is one of the leading shot blockers in the league. Taves puts up a 3 and hits! Here comes Shiga, just down by 6. 8 points in the contest now here for Kai. What a comeback here. Shiniyama can't get that to drop. The lead was at 28. Now it's just down to 6. Foul's going to be called on Shiniyama. Where's Yuma Fuji when you need him? Here he comes, together with Matt Janning. Not a familiar sight. When the game's on the line, you bring out Shiniyama. Watch this. Nice effort there from Martin, draining that three from the corner. And then this one from Kai. We're not going to show it to you anymore as we go back to live action. Nonetheless, we've got a heck of a ball game in front of us. Carino, he has really spaced out that floor. Martin forces the issue there and hits! A basket and one opportunity. He got fouled. Looking to bring this lead down to just 3. Martin now with 10 points. David Gomez, a happy man at this stage, though they haven't won anything yet. Here was that 3 a while ago. That's huge. Got to silence the crowd here. Was there a foul from Matt Janning? Well, you have to give the player space to land. Ooh, missed free throw there. And Kawasaki is now in the penalty. They have yet to score here in the 4th period. And 5 minutes have gone. Just about. They go to the King. The King falling away. Yes! What a shot there from Fazekas. He's got 24 points, and that's going to lead to this timeout. 4:56 remaining in this one. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Kawasaki Todoroki Arena, the home of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. And tonight, especially here in the second half, we have not heard that many roars from the fans of Kawasaki. Kai puts up another 3. Good line, a little bit too strong. Koya thought he got that offensive rebound. Now a chance for Yuma Fuji and company to create a little bit more distance between themselves and the visitors. Fuji will find the King. The King inside, forces it up, short. It falls right to him. It helps being 6'11". Kai. That's a nice find. Carino. Nice flyby. 3. Good rotation. Just a little bit off to the right. Still a 6-point advantage enjoyed by Kawasaki. Under 4 minutes remaining in this one. It's Nomi. To the King. That's too easy. Quick timeout going to be called here by Coach David Gomez. It's now an 8-point advantage here for the Brave Thunders. needing to score here are the Shiga Lakes, and that's why they've sent in Daquan Jones. This guy is a lights-out scorer. They're going to need him. He's going to give it up to Martin, though. You have not yet seen David Doblas here in the second half. Carino, they whip a pass. Jones for three. Yes! That's why he's in there. He's going to cut the lead down to 5. He's got 23 points in the contest. Are they calling a foul? Well, there's a coach's challenge. They can use it if you want. Doesn't seem like a foul was called. Watch this play first. Oh, no coach's challenge. That would have been for possession. Janning up against Carino, the 2 3-point shooters. Bring it closer. That's a great basket from Nomi. Leads back up to 7. Under 3 minutes to be played here in this one. Martin puts up a 3 of his own. Just offline. This is a game of inches. The King with the handoff. Yumi. Here's Nomi once again. He's going to get it back. Looking for the layup. Yes! Takes a shot from the other side. So back-to-back baskets here for Nomi. And it's a 9-point edge. Jones trying to get space. Puts up another 3. That's offline. Heath with the big board. If they score here, it's over. Janning gets it past the timeline. They have clock to burn. They get it to their guard. Nomi has had the hot hand here. Will bring it inside, and a foul is going to be called on Kiefer Avena with a swipe from the back. Look at this shot here. Trying to get away. Kiefer thought he got a good swipe. That's going to be foul number 4 there on Keefe. Gomez screaming out instructions. He wants to pick up victory number 2 for himself, and actually victory number 6 overall for Shiga. Nice swipe. Martin in the open court will get that to drop. No foul called. He's got 12 points. Most of them, 9 of them actually here in the second half. Still a 7-point lead enjoyed here by the hosts. Clock starting to be a factor now. The King trying to get to it. Does! Nomi to Fazekas. Fazekas will be called for a charge. No. They're going to say it's a block. That's going to be the 4th personal foul there on Kelvin Martin. Do you use your challenge here? Bang, bang play. They're not going to review it once again. 58.4 seconds. They've got a brand new 14. They're going to use at least 10 of these. That's for sure. They go inside. Holding on to Jordan Heath there was Kai. Nothing he could do against the much taller individual. Jordan Heath stands at 6'10". Kai is just 6'2". That's going to be his 3rd foul. They're not yet in the penalty. But again, they're going to give their opponents another 14-second shot clock. So expect them to burn at least another 10 here. Bring that clock down to 38. Clock is definitely a factor now. It's a 7-point lead, a 3-possession ball game. Little skirmish there on the baseline between Janning and Moriyama. Let's see what transpired. That's a smart play there from Matt Janning. Actually holding on to the arm of Moriyama and pulling him down. Janning is going to miss that first. Still a 3-possession ball game though. Moriyama saying, ball don't lie. Does it work out for Matt Janning in the second free throw? Yes, it will. So a timeout will be called by Coach David Gomez here. His team needs to score and score quickly when we come back. Surprisingly, David Doblas is in the ball game when they need a quick score. Will they try to go for a three? Yes, they will. Doblas can't track that one down. He's not as quick as he used to be. And a foul is going to be called there. Moriyama being pushed out. He's saying there was nothing there there was nothing untoward, really. Moriyama. That would have been huge. And there he's saying, why was I getting pushed out? I was just trying to help him up. King says, doesn't matter. We're going to make these 2 free throws and ice this game. With these 2 free throws, it'll be a 4-possession game. And that'll be it. Shiga, though, can put up a couple of hurried threes and hope it goes in. The King looking to add the finishing touches to this one. Lead is now at 9. They had some scary moments after being up by 28. It was cut down to 4, and now it's back up to 10. Taves to the wing. Moriyama. No. Now they're just going to be able to dribble this one out. Shot clock's off. Kawasaki's going to escape with this one. Shiga made it interesting. They were able to cut that lead all the way down to 4 after trailing by 28. That's a lot. But they're going to end this one with a loss. Talking about the Shiga Lakes, as Kawasaki proving to be a little steadier down the stretch, winning this one 87-77. Kawasaki only scored 10 points here in the 4th. Well, they're saying it's 11 there. But in the end, it'll be a 10-point victory here for Kawasaki as they improve their record to 22 victories against 15 setbacks. We're going to hear from Coach Kenji Sato in a bit, together with some of the stars of the Brave Thunders. We got to hear from the King. He scored 28. Not to mention he also had 12 boards and 7 assists. To the fans, say goodbye to the Shiga Lakes. It's very hard to come back after falling behind by such a big margin. They were down by 28. There's the King. This guy's been doing it for so long. And he says he wants to play a few more years. Well, we have numbers like that. Allow him to play. We're getting set up here to talk to Coach Kenji Sato. And here now is Coach Kenji.
ご来場の皆様、そして配信視聴していただいている皆様、大変長らくお待たせいたしました。これより勝利チームヘッドコーチ MVP インタビューに入らせていただきます。本日シガレイクスを最後までもつれる試合になりました。87対77のスコアで勝利を収めました川崎ブレイブサンダース佐藤源氏ヘッドコーチです。勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
最後はもつれました。しかし勝ち切りました。今日の試合振り返っていかがですか。
はい、まずは、とっても寒い中、そしてお足元の悪い中、本当にたくさんの方に轟アリーナに来ていただいてありがとうございます。皆さんのおかげで熱い轟アリーナで試合ができたことが勝因の一つだと思います。ありがとうございました。
前節アウェイで信州と試合をしまして1勝1敗という結果でしたね。ゲーム2が悔しい試合でしたのでいろんな思いがあってこの試合に臨まれたと思いますが、どう試合に入られましたか。
はい、今日はもうチームでバスケットしてチームで勝とうということでコートに立ったんですけど、前半はもうその通りいい試合ができて、最後4クォーター反省残る内容になりましたけど、まだまだいい時間帯と悪い時間帯はっきりしているのでしっかりと反省して明日ゲーム2 絶対いい試合をして、バイウィークに入りたいと思います。
その全員バスケのところを見ますと、全選手が今日は登録メンバー出場しましたね。そのあたり全体としてはチームの勢い、そのあたりどう見てますか？
はい、さっきも言ったんですけど、いい時と悪い時、これを何とかして、悪い時にしっかりチームで一つになってハドル組んで話し合って、そういう雰囲気をもっともっと作っていきたいと思います。そうすればこの会場の雰囲気も一緒になって、すぐにいい時間帯に取り戻せると思うので、はい、明日そういう試合をしたいと思います。明日も応援よろしくお願いします。
佐藤源氏ヘッドコーチでした。明日も期待してます。続きまして本日の MVP の発表に移らせていただきます。本日 MVP に選出されましたのは No.22 Nick Fazekas。 Congratulations Nick。
Well, before we hear from Nick, Coach Kenji Sato talked about the fact that he said for today's game, thank you very much for coming out and supporting us. Even if it's snowing outside, they made their way here to the Todoroki Arena. Since we lost the last game, we talked about getting back into the game here today, and he's just glad they came away with a victory.
You know, they went on
Here's Nick.
We just looked at 21-0 run there in the fourth quarter. It's something that can't happen. Something we got to fix, so hopefully we can fix it tomorrow.
最後の方4クォーター終盤に入るところで、21対0の、連続得点を許してしまったというところが、今日の課題でもあると思うので、そこをしっかりと明日に向けて修正して、また明日試合に臨みたいと思います。
ニック選手の今日のスタッツのご紹介です。28得点を挙げました。うちスリーポイントが5分の4、非常にタッチが良かったです。また12リバウンドも上げまして、ダブルダブルの大活躍でした。ご自身のスタッツを見てはいかがですか？
Yeah, you know, obviously I had it going in the first half. Felt like I should have made more shots in the second half, but you know, most important we won. Try to win another one tomorrow.
前半はしっかり自分の、決めたいシュートを決めれて、後半は少し、決めれるシュートを決めきれていなかったというのもあるので、それでも、勝ったっていうことが一番大事だと思っているので、また明日もう一勝してバイウィークに入りたいと思います。
でね、バイウィークの話をもう一つだけしておくと、日本代表候補にも選出をされていますので、そちらに対しても皆さんに一言いただけますか？
Yeah, obviously going to join the national team, try to go get 2 wins. You know, obviously working towards the World Cup, so yeah, can go out there and work hard and try to get 2 more wins.
代表としては、2試合、日本で試合がありますので、それもワールドカップに向けての、しっかりとしたいい準備の試合になってくると思うので、そこも2勝したいと思っています。
はい、ファミリーの皆さんが楽しみにしてますんでね、頑張ってください。さて、MVP に選出されましたニック・ファジーカス選手には本日の冠スポンサーファイナル様より商品が贈呈されます。プレゼンターは株式会社ファイナル取締役工藤岳様です。MVP のニック・ファジーカス選手にはおよそ40万円のファイナル社製ヘッドホン。
So Nick talking about the fact that he will be playing for the national team this time around. That's interesting. They have so many naturalized players that they can use, but it looks like they're going to go with the king this time. And he says they want to come away with 2 quick victories. That's why after this weekend, the B.LEAGUE will take a 2-week break. Well, for the fans of Gilas Pilipinas in the Philippines, the B.LEAGUE stars will be in Manila to start practicing on Monday with Coach Chod Reyes as they prepare for the 4th and final window. Well, the King will be back in action for his national squad, the Japanese national team, as we have the King here.
Be brave!
Congratulations, MVP はニック・ファゼイカス。
Well, the fans very ecstatic here because their squad has picked up another victory. You can see there the schedule for the Japanese team for the FIBA Asia qualifier, actually the FIBA World Cup qualifiers for Asia. They got a game on the 23rd and they got a game on the 26th. And there you have the players that will be coming from these two respective squads. Check that, it's window 6. As they say goodbye, we're going to show you the highlights in a bit before you wrap things up. A big win here because they need to be able to stay on top in their division. And still some more proceedings going on here on the floor. Is that a gun he's going to shoot?
2, 1, go bazooka!
It's a bazooka.
Nice bazooka!
Sending out some goods to the fans. What happens to the fans on the other side? No goodies for them. You can see the king. There's just so many fans. He's been in Japan for quite a while. One of their first naturalized players. And again, he's going to be donning the national squad colors in a bit. That's going to be next week. As we mentioned, the 23rd and the 26th. And he's showing us that he's in fine form. Matt Janning left open for that one. 3-point shooting was exceptional for Kawasaki at over 50% in the first half. It dipped in the second half, and so they're going to end with a 39-point clip. Still pretty good, 39%. But actually, looking at the numbers, they had 9 3-point shots in the first half. So they only added 2 3-point shots in the second. They shot more free throws though, making 14 out of 17. On the other side, the Lakes, 8 out of 12 for 66%. Talk about getting out-rebounded. It was 44-29 in favor of the Brave Thunders. Shinoyama will add a 3 here. Kiefer will go to the wing. Daquan Jones knocking down that 3. Kiefer will hit. Not really a very good scoring night for Kiefer Avena. He'd end up with 7 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists. He had 5 assists at the half. So they were able to shut down his playmaking. First quarter ended in favor of Kawasaki. They were up 27-13. At the half, it was 49-33. Completing the 3-point play there was Daquan Jones, and here's another heave. It works once again for the King. It's not like he hasn't done that so many times for you not to be able to be aware. Really surprising. Kai finds Doblas. Doblas will knock that down. Martin will start to heat up here in the second half. Fuji. The King quickly will go inside. Nice patience shown. They go back out to the King, and he properly hits. Kawamata with a free throw there. There's another one. And this time it's Yuma Fuji, the recipient. You know, if that happens once in a ball game, that's fine. If it happens twice, that's a mortal sin. The King forcing the issue. It falls right back to him, and he's going to get a 3-point play here. Now Daquan. Daquan did so well for their squad. So did Carino, spacing out that floor. This is when they made their rally. That's a tough shot over Shinuyama. Now he hoists a 3. It's money again. Here comes Martin. Looks inside. Hard foul there on Koya. He'll get up, make those free throws. And they continue their run. Martin there for the putback. I'm surprised though, they had David Doblas inside in the last 30 seconds when they really needed a basket. Doblas is a purely inside operator. Another big 3 there from Kai. Daves will finish with just 8 points. And you saw he had a real explosion here in the fourth. So all his points coming in the fourth quarter. And the King once again to the rescue. Nice 3 coming from Jones. Janning to the wing. Finds Nomi. Nomi would hit 2 baskets in the fourth. Here's the next one. And that bailed them out. Final score in this one, 87-77. Kawasaki will now improve to 22-15. As we have the numbers. Collectively, field goal shooting was very close, 46% to 43%. And it shows also when it's broken down in 2s and in 3s, 52% as compared to 54%. Shiga actually even shot better from the field, though they had 2 less 2-point field goals. In terms of 3s, they both shot 11, but a better shooting percentage coming from the Thunders. They also shot 6 more free throws, and that was crucial. More turnovers, though, for the Brave Thunders at 15 compared to 11. Points in the paint just about equal. And a plus 24 in terms of bench scoring for Shiga. Their bench got it done, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. Looking at assists, 22-20. Just plus 2 in favor of Kawasaki. Steals, Shiga had more, 9-6. Blocks, Shiga had more, 3-1. But in the end, they're gonna lose this ball game. The King leading all scorers there. He had 28 points, also had 12 rebounds, and he had 7 dimes, almost a triple-double for the King. This was a dagger 3, just when they needed it. The King was backed up by the 12 points of Yuma Fuji and the 9 of Jordan Heat, so only 2 players in double digits here for Kawasaki. On the other side, Daquan Jones had 23 points, 12 for Martin, and 9 for Koya Kawamata. That's him on your screens there. He was very good from the free throw line, 5 out of 6. He also had 5 boards. Ran the floor quite well. Martin finds Kawamata. There is when he hit the floor hard. He's going to feel that tomorrow when he gets up in the morning. Rebounding story, as we talked about. Fazekas has 12, 8 for Heath, and 6 for Yuma Fuji. On the flip side, Martin with 6, Kawamata with 5, and Daquan Jones with 4. Assists numbers, we talked about Fazekas with his 7, 4 for Heath, 3 for Fuji, 5 for Kiefer Avena, and 4 apiece for Kai Taves and Daquan Jones. Kawasaki's going to win this one, 87-77. That's going to do it for our coverage this Friday evening. Till tomorrow, take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night ahead. God bless.